Hey Canucks fans, I have some more thoughts about last night's home opener and a bit of a lack of urgency from the home team. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Wednesday, October the 27th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. You can use the link in my video description. Today's Wednesday. That means I have my live stream tonight. So at 10 p.m., I hope that you join me. I have a lot of cool announcements to make, including a new sponsor, some ticket giveaways, and my next Zoom interview. So at least 3 cool things to talk about tonight, as well as we can talk about the Vancouver Canucks. And so that's tonight at 10 p.m. And then because it's Wednesday, at the very end of this vlog, even after the shoutouts, I will tell you how I did in bowling last night. If you watch my vlogs from yesterday, you already know that it wasn't pretty. But let's talk about the Canucks. I wouldn't say their effort wasn't pretty. Their effort was there, but their lack of urgency was also there. And that's kind of the one thing that bothered me about last night's game. But let's get into a couple things first. Obviously, fans very happy to be there after 595 days away. I mean, no game in front of fans in those 595 days. And that was, of course, March 10th shootout win over the Islanders, March 10, 2020. So yes, a year and a half at least since playing in front of fans. And the fans brought it right from the very start. I didn't get to go. I was bowling, obviously, my usual Tuesday night routine. But I could hear, the interviews on the radio. I could see people posting things on Twitter. There seemed to be a really good excitement in the arena. 18,000, close to 19,000 fans. So I'm not sure if they announced it as a true sellout or close to sellout. But yeah, there are a couple empty seats here and there, but generally a really, really good crowd, especially compared to the other attendance figures from other teams in the league. Amazing opening video, that 4.5 minute homage to action movies and superhero movies. So that was pretty good. Great anthems, introductions, all that kind of thing. And then the game started, and the players themselves didn't seem to match the energy from the fans. And it was just kind of a weird thing. And I know the Minnesota Wild, while they're better than previous years, they're still not the most exciting team. They got like good players, Zuccarello, Eriksson Ek, and Fiala and Kaprizov. Obviously, they have some decent players, but they're not barn burners by any way, shape, or form. Yet, as Horvat and as Travis Green alluded to after the game, they're a fast team, they're a skilled team, they're a hard checking team, and they're really relentless when it comes to back checking, forward checking, and just not giving the Canucks, especially their skill players, a lot of time and space. And I guess that's what this lack of urgency comes down to for me. And you saw it a couple of things. The time I saw it the most was after Bo Horvat had tied up the game with 4 minutes remaining. And then I remember the Canucks had a face-off. There was a face-off, a stoppage with about 2 minutes left. And then they couldn't get Thatcher Demko out of the net. They were pinned in their own zone, and they're playing almost kind of casually with the puck. And yeah, it was strange. So they couldn't get. Then they had to call timeout, and finally they got Demko out of the net with about a minute left instead of having the whole 2 minutes left. So I saw a lack of urgency there. Saw a lack of urgency on the power play, even the one that they scored. You might remember one of the Minnesota defensemen blocked a shot, broke a stick. So then one of the forwards gave his stick to the Minnesota defenseman. So now it was a 5-on-4, but in essence it was a 5-on-3 because there's only one guy. One of the forwards was just skating around, trying to slide around and block shots with his feet and with his legs. And yes, I get that the Canucks ultimately scored, and you might say, no, Clay, they're being very intentional, very deliberate, and very strategic, set up that perfect moment. And it was a really good pass from Pettersson in the slot, and then Chiasson tipping it in. But the minute and 40 up to that, there didn't seem to be a lot of urgency. It's the usual Hughes at the top. Miller does a quick loop, pass to Miller. Miller back pass to Hughes. Hughes over to Pettersson. Pettersson not usually one-timing, corralling the puck, deciding what he's going to do with it. And there was a lot of that. Even Besser didn't really rip any one-timers from the opposite side of Pettersson. So I just saw a lack of urgency on that first power play unit. And without I guess it shouldn't be a surprise then that it was the same players i.e. Pettersson, Hughes, Miller, that contributed to that a bit of that lack of urgency when it came to getting the puck out of their zone with 2 minutes remaining so they could pull Thatcher Demko. So I was thinking about this lack of urgency, and it's kind of concerning a little bit because the fans were into it. They so badly wanted to cheer the Canucks on to victory last night. Like I said, first home game in almost 600, first home game in front of fans in almost 600 days. So there was certainly urgency in the crowd, at least it felt like it, and that's what I've heard. And the players on the ice didn't seem to match it. Now, I get it. It's only game 7. They're still 500. They have 7 points in those 7 games. But you want to, as I always say, you want to win 2/3 of your games. So the Canucks got to win 4 of the next 6 to make that happen. For at least get 8 or 9 points out of the next 6 games. So there's that lack of urgency there. And I think it comes with PD and Hughes. It's the way they play. They're such skilled players, and especially the way, I think it's more Hughes actually, and Miller sometimes casual. Even Besser's, they're not like working really, really hard. They work hard, but it doesn't look like they're working hard. Whereas Garland, when he works hard, he looks like he's working hard. Even Horvat, when he works hard, he looks like he's working hard. Just the way they skate, they move their body. But I'd say Miller, Besser, Pettersson, and Hughes, they're so skilled that maybe admittedly, I appreciate them. I don't appreciate them from a standpoint of, I don't appreciate them enough from watching what they're doing on the ice. But Hughes is a perfect example, whether it's on the power play, whether it's regular strength, whether it's even strength, whether it's behind his own net, trying to get Thatcher Demko out. Hughes is so confident, so laid back, so nonchalant almost with the puck. Not careless, but nonchalant, that it looks like he's not playing with any urgency. It's not like, it looks like he doesn't recognize how important the stakes are. I know he does. I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm just saying what it appears to be because of the way he just kind of casually skates around, and I know he's thinking about what's happening. He's trying to picture where the other 9 skaters are on the ice. I get all that, but I think it just kind of speaks into why the Canucks seem like they don't show urgency, why there seems to be a lack of urgency. So you contrast that to the fans, and you contrast that to their opponent last night, Minnesota Wild, who did seem to play with more urgency. And I think that's, there's a reason why the Canucks only got 5 or 6 shots on goal in the third period when they were behind. So that to me, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Do you agree with me that the Canucks seem already to be showing a lack of urgency, or do you think I'm reading too much into it and I'm not freaking out, but do you think I'm basically making too big of a deal of it after only 7 games? But I'll just say this: we had all these dreams of the best top 9 we've had in a long time, right? If you include Podkolzin in there, Pettersson, Besser, Miller, Horvat, Garland, Pearson, Dickinson, Höglander, and Podkolzin. And there's so much skill there, and a lot of speed, and a lot of just a lot of firepower. We just haven't seen it unleashed yet. So, and I think a lack of urgency has a lot to do with it. So let me know what you think, Canucks fans. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with me that the Canucks are already demonstrating a lack of urgency, or do you think that we just got to give them more time and it's not a concern? I'm not overly concerned, but it is something that I noticed in watching a lot of last night's game once I got home from the bowling alley. Okay, leave a comment down below. I'd love to know what you guys think. Are the Canucks showing already a lack of urgency? I want to give a shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. Andrew and Justin met at the game last night, and they even posted pictures calling themselves heroes and GLCPC and CCC Crew, which is amazing. I love to see those. So thank you, Justin. Thank you, Andrew, for sharing those. And to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Simalexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Brewfield, Shannon Hollingworth, and Carol Bovenlander. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos, or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Okay, bowling update. Horrible. Jacob completely carried our team. Like, he's supposed to be our best as the captain of our 3-player team, but he really carried us. I bowled 150, 150, 130, 130. It was my worst showing this season. I can't blame the Canucks game. I can't blame anything. I just didn't bowl well. So 150, 150, 130, 130. That won me 1 game, so 2 points out of possible 8. And then I lost total. So I only got 2 out of a possible 10 points. Our second guy, Arnold, he struggled a bit. The other guy he played against was quite good. So Arnold got skunked, unfortunately. So he only got 0. So I got 2, he got 0. But then Jake won all 4 of his, including total. So 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So he got 10. So we got 12 out of a possible 30 individual points. And then thanks to Jake, we won game 1, we won game 2, and we won game 3 total, thanks to him. So 4 points each, so there's 12 there. So we ended up with 24 out of 50 points. So not bad, actually. We basically 500. And we only lost total, because Jake bowled so well, we only lost total by 10 points. So if we had got that, then we would have beat the other team 28-22 instead of losing 26-24. So as a team, we did okay, but it was mostly because of Jacob. He earned all 10 individual points, and then it was because of him that we earned 12 team points as well. So 2 for me, 10 for Jake, 12 team points. That's 24 out of 50. So we basically lost 26-24. All right, Canucks fans, subscribe if you like to, and thanks for indulging me as I share those. I'm curious too, not only in your comments below, tell me if you think the Canucks indeed are playing with a lack of urgency. Tell me if you actually get through to the end of these videos and listen to my bowling scores, and if you care, quite frankly. Remember, it's only once a week, and I put it at the end of the video on purpose. But leave a comment below if you actually made it this far. I'd love to know. I'm actually quite curious how many of you actually get to the end of these videos. Okay, subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member of this channel if you like to, and leave a comment down below if you like to. Join me tonight, 10 p.m. for my live stream. Big announcements. Can't wait to share them all with you. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.